everyone, so today I wanted to review the Sirtfood Diet, touted to be the diet of 2016. So basically, I've seen Sirtfood Diet advertised a lot on London Underground, and I've also seen it sort of advertised and talked about in the press, and so I got the book to see what the diet was about. And my first impressions, as soon as I started reading it, was that there wasn't really anything beneficial, compelling or new in this book. And basically, the more that I read it, the more those views were confirmed. A summary of the book is that the authors claim that there are 20 Sirtfoods, well there are more, but they mainly work with those 20, that help us lose weight and build muscle mass if we eat them. They also claim that these foods help to give the same benefits as intermittent fasting, and for those of you who don't know, intermittent fasting has been proven in countless clinical trials to basically reduce our risk factors for age-related diseases, lower weight, make us resistant to cognitive decline, and also basically contribute to longevity as well in your lifespan. So they claim that by eating their Sirtfoods diet that you can get the same benefits without intermittent fasting. And some examples of Sirtfoods include red wine, extra virgin olive oil, walnuts, strawberries, parsley, red onion and rocket. So their diet plan consists of 2 phases. Phase 1 consists of 3 days where you drink 2 green juices and 1 Sirtfood meal. Maximum calories is 1,000 calories for 3 days. You then have 4 days where you drink 2 green juices and 2 Sirtfood meals. The maximum calories for these 4 days is 1,500 calories per day. You can have your last meal by 7 PM at the latest. So that works out as the average calorie per day for the first 7 days as being only 1,286 calories. You then enter into phase 2, a 14-day maintenance phase, where you don't necessarily count calories, but you have to eat 3 Sirtfoods meals per day. They give the recipes and state the days of the week when you can eat each type, each of the meals. And 1 Sirtfood green juice and 1 to 2 Sirtfood bite snacks. So that's 3 Sirtfoods meals, 1 green juice and maximum of 2 bite snacks. So the assertions made by the authors by following their diet is that you can lose 7 pounds in 7 days. And having read the book, I have only seen one example of an obese participant who actually lost that amount. And basically, this claim is based on a trial that they did involving 39 people, and it was done at a health club in Chelsea. The health club had its own restaurant. The restaurant meant that the authors were able to prepare all the meals for the participants to eat and blend all the juices for them as well. Their justification on why their diet is good is built on why it's better than intermittent fasting. When trying to justify their diet, they make a lot of claims and assertions about intermittent fasting that are either just dismissive assertions, or they are completely inaccurate, in the sense that the very opinion that they are proclaiming has been disproven in clinical trials conducted by Dr. Christopher, who wrote the Every Other Day diet and is the scientist leading on modified fasting trials. The other thing that's very, very strange about this book is that they often quote the amount of people lost in weight after they take away the weight of the muscle that they gained. I found this measure to be particularly unhelpful for the average person, as most people will not be able to take such a measurement. Like for myself, like if I was following this diet, I wouldn't be able to work out how much fat I lost and how much muscle I lost. I personally find it very misleading that they claim repeatedly in the book that people can expect to lose 7 pounds in 7 days. My opinion is that I personally would not be able to survive on 2 green juices and a meal that is largely a salad for more than 1 day, let alone 3 or even 7 days, and I would not be able to stop eating at 7 PM on such a regimen and do it day after day and still fall asleep and still wake up the next day and function at work with such low calories and such low carbs. The lack of carbohydrates would would seriously affect my ability to mentally function at my peak at work. And by survive, I mean mentally survive. I mean by probably about 3 p.m. on the second day, I would be going out and getting myself some kind of huge kind of rice dish or something like that, something very carby. I wouldn't be able to do it. I would not personally be able to stick to a diet that restricts what I can and can't eat for 21 days. They often quote that you can lose 7 pounds in 7 days, but in one example where they talk about weight loss after 7 days, the lady who was doing the diet to get ready for her wedding lost only 2 pounds in the second week. I strongly suspect that the initial weight loss is due to largely water weight from the lack of carbs in the diet and the low calorie aspect of it. I don't think there's anything magical about Sirtfoods. I'm also sceptic as to whether this plan has anything to do with Sirtfoods at all, or whether weight loss can be achieved through any plan that consisted of any low-carb diet, especially one that contained only green juices. So you're literally clearing out your digestive system with an average calorie of 1,286 per day for a week. I think most people would be able to lose quite a lot of weight in 7 days following that. I am actually quite surprised that it's receiving this much attention in the media and that people are not seeing through it as quickly as I have. It has Daily Mail backing, maybe that has something to do with it, but it obviously has quite a large marketing campaign budget as well. And I suspect the main aim behind this book would be a catchy marketing title and ads, and you know, them just making lots of money. And who cares if it doesn't work for people? As long as people buy the book, the money goes in the writers and the publishers' pockets. And as there is enough publicity or talk about it, then more and more people will buy it just to find out what the fuss is about. You know, I think it's just a money-making scheme. I'll just sum up again that my opinion on the Sirtfood diet is that the diet causes people to lose weight in 7 days, as it is a bog standard low-carb diet consisting of green, low-calorie vegetable juices, and is low-calorie overall with just an average of 1,286 calories per day. The diet is not practical for anyone to do that needs to go to work, etc., as it requires you to have a blender on hand. The diet is too restrictive and requires too drastic a change for people to be able to stick to it for the full 21 days in a row. Or for me, it will be hard to stick to it for even beyond the first or second day. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you find this helpful. Bye!